A school for Olympic Village. It was first proposed 19 years ago, has gone through endless rounds of negotiations and broken promises, and Thursday it will finally be approved. Unless it isn't.
If this big school, is built on this tiny little piece of land, it will be the biggest mistake the city has made, and it will have negative ramifications for the village forever.
That is Joyce Resin, part of a group called Village Voices, which is opposed to the proposed redesign and rezoning of the school. Now, the reason this is going to a public hearing in the first place is that 19 years ago, Vancouver Council zoned the school for 3 stories. Fast forward a generation, and the school board wants it to be a floor taller, take up a bigger footprint to accommodate more students in the surrounding areas. So even though the NDP announced $150 million for the school in 2024, 4 years after they made the election promise, that extra floor required a new sign-off by the city, which required a new round of approvals and planning, which took up an additional year. And like any public hearing that increases heights and the chances of congestion, some don't like what they're hearing.
There was no consultation with the community whatsoever. It kind of came out of the blue. It is a school which is going to be overbuilt for this area and will have incredible ramifications for almost every aspect.
The group wants council to reject the rezoning and for the school board to take the money earmarked for the school, reduce the budget, and use the extra funds to upgrade surrounding schools. But others say the new plan is what's needed, almost as much as a school 2 decades in the making.
I think it's a good idea to plan for the future because clearly we've done a poor job of planning for the current.
Jesse Lyons is one of multiple parents who came up to us while we were in Olympic Village. He says he understands the backlash.
I mean, that's the reality with most of these application processes.
But hopes council approves the project.
I look at the census statistics from the last census. There's over 850 kids in these 4 blocks just next to us alone. And all the schools in the area are over capacity.
So which side has more support? Residents Group has a petition with nearly 400 signatures on it, but when it comes to people who have written into City Hall, a different story emerges. Here is a chart. It shows every public hearing application in Vancouver over the last 12 months, and for each one, how many people filled out a form saying they approved the project. Now, you can argue that change.org petitions don't matter or that anyone can spam a City Hall petition form, but no matter how Thursday's vote goes, it's hard to argue for any process which takes 19 years to approve a single school, even before shovels get into the ground. Justin McElroy, CBC News, Vancouver.